Hi there, it's Christian, and in today's episode I'd like to talk about SEO keyword research. And no matter whether you want to take care of your SEO yourself or if you want to outsource it to an agency, this video will be highly valuable for you. But before we get into the details, let's first take a closer look at the three major steps basically every single SEO campaign consists of. Step number one, keyword research. You need to make sure to find the perfect keywords you want to optimize and rank your site for in order to achieve maximum results with your SEO campaign. Once you have done that, you can continue with step number two, where you need to take care of putting these keywords into the right spots on your website. And of course, you also need to take care of a few other very important things. And this step is also known as on-page optimization. Once you have completed this step, you can proceed with step number three, known as off-page optimization, and start building backlinks to your website. The most important step out of these three definitely is the first one, finding the right keywords. If you don't do this right, your whole SEO campaign can be screwed. So let me just share a short story with you that actually just happened this week, and that will help me to explain you what can happen if you don't do your keyword research right. So I just received this email from a member of our community of entrepreneurs and business owners this week, asking me for some help with his SEO. He explained to me that he's a business owner for several years now, and he's operating an online shop where he's selling parts all over the world. And he got involved with SEO also a few years ago. He used to work with 4 different SEO agencies in the past, and he spent several tens of thousands of dollars on SEO and complained that he didn't even get one single result. When I first read that email, I almost couldn't believe what he was saying. So I asked him to send me the list of keywords these agencies tried to rank him for. And he sent me a list of 15 phrases. And the first thing I did was that I threw all of them into my rank checker in order to verify that he really didn't get any results so far. And after putting the keywords into the rank checker, I just realized that he was only ranking for one keyword out of these 15 phrases on the first page of Google, and it was the 7th spot. And I just couldn't believe that. So I also started investigating a little bit further, and I took a closer look at the search volume of this keyword he was ranking for on the 7th spot on the first page of Google. And I realized that this keyword just had a monthly search volume way below 1,000 searches. So even when he was on the first page for this keyword, it was absolutely worthless to him because the traffic this keyword was generating on the 7th spot is not even worth the effort optimizing his website for. So I proceeded with taking a closer look at the monthly search volume of every single keyword he sent to me. And I figured that 12 keywords out of these 15 keywords he sent to me had a monthly search volume way below 1,000 searches. The combined search volume of these 15 keywords was 14,700 searches per month. And since he asked me where he needs to put the keywords on the website in order to rank better, I first told him that we need to start all over with keyword research before he can proceed with optimizing his website, since it doesn't make any sense shooting for these keywords. And we investigated some new keywords, did some research, and we found 6 highly relevant and targeted keywords that are totally relevant to his niche and the products he's selling in his online shop, with a combined search volume of 45,500 searches per month. And that's a huge difference. On the one hand, he had these 15 keywords that had a combined search volume of 14,700, and on the other hand, there were these 6 keywords that had have a combined search volume of 45,500 searches per month. That is less than half the number of keywords, but more than 3 times the search volume as these 15 phrases. And why is the search volume so important? Well, when I'm working on a SEO project, either for myself or for a client, I always like to calculate and forecast the traffic that I will be able to generate once I'm ranking for these keywords. And as a rule of thumb, I always calculate with 15% of the combined search volume as traffic to the website. So in other words, if he would rank for these 15 keywords in the top spots of Google with 14,700 searches per month, he could calculate 15% of these searches as visitors to his website. On the other hand, if he would optimize his website only for these 6 key phrases with a combined search volume of 45,500, 15% of that one is a little bit different. And I hope you understand how important keyword research is when it comes to SEO. And in order to find the right keywords, I want to invite you over to my computer where I will show you how to do your keyword research right. So let's move along and hop over to my computer. Okay, here we are. So what is a good keyword? Well, if you ask this question 10 people, you will probably get 12 different answers. And the reason why is because a good keyword is not only made up of one factor. It is a combination of several different things. And so let's take a look at all of these factors that determine a good keyword. As you know, we were already talking about search volume, and you know that if you get this wrong, your whole campaign can be screwed. So what you can see on my screen right now is the Google Keyword Tool. If you have never heard about that tool or used it, don't worry. It's a free tool from Google and I will show you how to use it. But please note that Google already announced shutting down this tool and replacing it with what they call the Keyword Estimator. This is supposed to happen in the next few weeks. However, since the tool is still available, we will be, of course, using it. And to find the Google Keyword Tool, just go to Google and enter the term Google Keyword Tool. And this is how it looks like. The first important thing I want to address are the different match types that are being offered in the Google Keyword Tool. As you can see on the left here, there are 3 types available: broad match, exact match, and phrase match. If you select broad, the tool will return a broad estimate of the monthly searches. The broad volume of the phrase plastic surgeon Los Angeles also includes searches for Los Angeles plastic surgeon, cosmetic surgery Los Angeles, and other related terms. In order to really benefit from broad search volume, you need to absolutely dominate your niche online. And this is nothing that can be achieved overnight and should be your long-term goal. Instead of using broad or phrase match, you should focus on exact match instead to achieve short-term results, because it only returns the number of exact searches for a particular keyword. I already told you about my 15% rule. In order to forecast the traffic that a campaign will be driving to a website, I always calculate with 15% of the combined search volume. Of course, this is just a rough estimation, and the difference in the amount of traffic you receive from ranking in the first, second, third, or fourth spot on the first page of Google is very huge. In my experience, ranking on the first spot on Google will get you something between 40 to 60% of the search volume. On the other spots, the traffic decreases from spot to spot, but the top 4 rankings will get the most traffic from the search volume. So don't expect loads of visitors to your website unless you make it to the top spots on the first page of Google. This also shows again that optimizing for keywords with a low search volume doesn't make any sense and is just a waste of resources. As a rule of thumb, I would suggest to target keywords that have at least a monthly search volume of 3,000 to 4,000 searches. So let's look at an example and enter Harley Davidson parts as the keyword and display broad as well as exact match results to see the difference. So I just click on the field named word or phrase and I enter my keyword, which in this case is Harley Davidson parts. I will also select exact match from the left-hand menu in addition to the broad match and click the search button. And as you can see, there's a huge difference between the both of them. But the exact match volume is still very high. And the Google Keyword Tool also returns global monthly search volume, which you can see here, and a local monthly search volume, which you can see in this column. And as you can see, you can select your target market over here under advanced options and filters. And I have selected as the target market the United States, and the language is English. And you could of course also change this to your specific target market or your language you want to target. The global monthly searches speak for itself. It basically displays the worldwide search volume for the particular keyword. And the monthly searches include all the searches from the target market you have entered above. Depending on your target market, you should consider the global or local results. And the Google Keyword Tool also shows you the approximate CPC value, which you can find right over here. Approximate CPC search. This is basically not relevant for SEO keyword research, but it gives you an idea of what the traffic is worth to advertisers in this particular case. And these are the basic factors most people look at when doing keyword research, but there are some more important things to consider. Let's talk about buying keywords. Being a business owner, our goal of course is to make money and increase our revenue with our website. Otherwise, this whole thing would not make any sense. Therefore, we are much more interested in attracting people who have already made their buying decision and are looking for a place where they can get what they want. Buying keywords can be something like buy XYZ, order XYZ, best XYZ, how to XYZ, get rid of XYZ. Another buying keyword could be the exact product name, for instance. These searches are very specific and will be entered from people who are already looking to purchase something or getting a solution for a problem. And these searches will also allow you to convert much more visitors into buyers. And this, by the way, would be the only reason for me to consider a keyword with a search volume lower than 1,000 searches per month also as a good keyword. If you are in a very specific niche, it's sometimes hard to find buying keywords having a huge search volume. But always keep in mind, the higher the search volume, the better. Seasonality is also something I want to discuss with you very briefly. Just consider that seasonal search terms will also have seasonal search volume. Christmas-related searches, for example, will not have a huge search volume under the year. The same thing is with events that only take place once or a few times. After looking at all these different kinds of things when researching keywords, you might have already found some keywords you would like to optimize your site for. But before you want to do that, you should not miss another important step. You need to analyze your competition. One of the things to do is enter the keyword into Google search and take a look at the top spots. And as a rule of thumb, the sites ranking in the top 5 should not have a page rank greater than 3. But as always, that's just a general indicator. I have also already seen completely new websites outranking such pages, and on the other hand, sites having a PR of 0 that seem to stick to the first spot on Google. Another general approach in order to determine the competition is to take a look at the backlinks of your competitors. You can do that with Majestic SEO, for example. One more general indicator is the age of the domains that are ranking in the top spots. Older pages have gained more trust from Google, younger sites haven't already. But these are just general competition indicators. Before I will talk about some advanced techniques to analyze your competition, let me say this. We always try to find keywords that are highly related, have a tremendous search volume, and zero competition. Of course, keywords like this don't exist in most niches, so it's always a process of weighing the pros and cons against each other. A good advanced approach of finding the perfect keyword is to analyze the website of your main competitors, which rank on the top 5 spots. Take a look at their sites and see how well they took care about their on-page optimization. If you find 5 sites that have been highly optimized and probably also have a very strong backlink profile, you can look at this with Majestic SEO, for example, then it might become quite hard to outrank them. On the other hand, if you see sites on the top of Google that have only poorly been optimized or not optimized at all, this is a good indicator that these competitors don't do any SEO at all and are a weak opponent. Another good idea is to look at the type of results you receive for a specific search. Sometimes when you enter a keyword into Google, the first page will be mostly showing inner pages from forums, article sites, or Facebook user profiles or other stuff like this. If this is the case, you have probably found a very low competitive keyword since nobody does SEO for this type of sites. Another sign for easy competition is if you find sites in the top spots of Google with SEO errors. As you might already know, it's a good idea to have the keyword in the URL of your site, for example. If you see a site that doesn't contain the exact keyword in the URL, or even a site where the keyword is misspelled, this is a good indicator that the person operating the site doesn't know anything about SEO. What you can also check on a site like namecheap.com, for example, is if the exact match domains for your keyword have already been taken. This would be a sign that SEOs are trying to enter this niche already. Just enter your keyword in the domain search and see if the .com, .net and .org are already taken or not. If you want to, I can hop over to Namecheap real quick and show you how that works. So this is the domain search field, and you could, for example, enter Harley Davidson parts to stick with our example, and the system is doing its work. And as you can see, the harley-davidson-parts.com is already taken, the net is already taken, and also the .org domain is already taken. So this obviously seems like some other SEOs are already trying to rank these sites for this particular keyword. Finally, it's also a good idea to look at the anchor text profile of your competition. You can do this with Majestic SEO, for example. And if the anchor text profile looks clean, tight, and mostly contains relevant keywords, you can assume that there's an SEO working on this site. And of course, I can show you real quick how to analyze the anchor text profile using Majestic SEO. I just would like to go over to Google real quick and enter our keyword Harley Davidson parts. Okay, so the first two search results obviously owned by Harley Davidson themselves, but the third one is called jpcycles.com. Let's click on this site. And as you can see, I move one step back. They don't even have the exact keyword in the domain. They only have the URL jpcycles.com/harley-parts. But in this case, this doesn't have to be an indicator for a weak competition. I would rather assume that Harley Davidson parts, this J&P Cycles site, is a authority in this niche that also ranks without having the exact keyword in the URL. So this is the site that opens up when we click on that link, and I just copy this link from my browser, hop over to Majestic. That's what Majestic SEO looks like. You can go to majesticseo.com and just enter the domain, the exact URL, not only the domain, and click on this icon, and that's what we see. So obviously I haven't logged in. Can do that real quick. So there we are. So this is the results page within Majestic SEO for this particular URL. And right here, this chart shows the anchor text profile. And 22% of the anchor text linking to this website is Harley parts. 12% is Harley Davidson. Then Harley Davidson parts and accessories, seats, tires, JP Cycles. And this looks to me as if this has been optimized by an SEO, of course. And but on the other hand, it also looks to me that you can, of course, compete with this website and get their spot, which is actually the third spot on the first page of Google. And with that being said, you now know how to find great keywords and discover untapped niches. I hope that this video was very helpful for you and that you enjoyed watching it. And of course, I would like to hear from you in the comment section right below. And of course, also please share this video on social media and let others also participate on this knowledge. Now, I hope you have an awesome day and we'll talk soon.